Look at that.
Let's talk about how much I drank when I was in active alcoholism. I get asked this question a lot. I think it'll be interesting. And sometimes I think people ask because they're trying to gauge their own consumption to see if it's alcohol abuse or constitutes as alcoholism. Now, in the beginning, I absolutely hated alcohol. I hated it. I hated the way it smelled, tasted, looked, felt, going down, the way it made me feel. I didn't like anything about it. In fact, when I first started drinking, I was a smoker. And I gave up smoking so I could afford to drink more. Smoking is still something that has just never interested me since I got sober from alcohol. That's another story, though. I feel like if you want to know about my journey with smoking, I can elaborate on that if you want. I have a lot more in detail videos and story times about that time in my life without having to censor myself on my Patreon. I digress. When I first started in the beginning,
She has a Patreon?
Oh
Why?
my god!
What could this bitch have to say on her Patreon?
So,
Guys,
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
are you serious?
a couple of things.
I'm freaking flabbergasted over here.
So,
Man, who was saying something?
yeah. So, number one, I drink to make other people interesting. And number two, rumors of my alcoholism have been created by people I've stumbled over.
Well, I can tell you this, guys. I drink, but I don't really drink to get drunk. I just like the taste of beer. I like beer. I love it.
Exactly.
It's delicious, right? And
I do both, and I still show up to work.
Here's the thing, guys. It's like I don't get the whole point of like non-alcoholic beers because like there's a lot of light beers. So like Blue Moon Light is like one of the best light beers there is. Guys, there's less calories and less carbs in that than in a non-alcoholic beer.
Ironic.
Light beer is for people who just like to piss a lot.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, dude, is like my favorite beers start at like 8-9%. They're usually IPAs that are super strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If I'm watching the UFC card, they start at like 6 and end at like 1. So I'm not going to be trying to pound IPAs from 6 to 1 a.m. So I usually will mix in a light beer in between so I can stay up for a while, you know? So
Do yourself a favor and get a Chimay.
A what?
A Chimay. It's made by monks. That stuff is nectar of the gods.
I got to check it out.
Bottled liquor mixed with a soft drink that I really enjoyed. And so many people have guessed that combination. I'm sorry, attempted to guess that combination because I've never shared it. Because
Get to the point, for Christ's sake.
You don't care what it is.
To promote, I'm just not here to glorify alcohol in any way. I spent way too much of my life doing that, and that's not where I'm at anymore. So anyway, people have guessed it and they've never gotten it correct. So save your breath. But that combo I would drink at night to deal with a breakup, deal with the fact that the trajectory of my life wasn't going where I wanted it to go, and deal with the fact that I was just lonely, and it would help me sleep better. Being in your early 20s, that quickly turned into day drinking at the river all summer long with all of my friends, as it typically does in your 20s. And then I moved up to the city, and that turned into going out every single weekend and sometimes even on the weeknights because I was a server, so I'd get off on random days. And St. Louis is a party.
The thing is, guys, they have some IPAs, some Pilsners, or whatever, that are not alcoholic that supposedly taste pretty good. What I'm saying is that the reason to like drink a non-alcoholic beer to me is if you're trying to like cut calories, whatever. You don't want to drink 1,500 calories worth of beer in a night, right? What I'm saying is they aren't even the best at being the lowest calorie and lowest carb.
Voodoo Ranger is a good brand.
Yeah, Voodoo Ranger's good, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm wearing a Voodoo Ranger shirt right now.
Awesome. I'm about to grab me some Voodoo Ranger beer later on.
No, dude, guys, if you can, go to Asheville and go to their brewery, man, in Asheville. It's really
And
City,
it's worse with mocktails. A mocktail will be loaded with sugar, and it'll be like way more calories.
Disgusting.
Guys, hold on.
Somewhere I thought I could be a wine connoisseur because it's that I publicly want to view them. And I feel like you can imagine as a child who had parents who get to hear my memoir.
Yeah, she's still not to the point.
comment I receive on
That's why she has a Patreon.
You are an idiot. Oh, here, guys, here you go.
I second that.
You guys will probably see this in the video. Here we go.
I'm going to share a quick video of me when I used to drink. And honestly, this is what it was like every single time I drank the last 2 years of my drinking.
Wait for it.
Bravo.
You stupid woman.
Nice.
Oh no, look at that, man. Look at that. Guys, there was a subscriber of mine on my To Catch a Predator channel, and I actually haven't talked to him in a while, but he said that he was a former heroin addict. And he was saying, dude, he was into it hardcore, and then he finally got clean. You know, he's been clean for like 10 years, you know. He
Good
said,
for him.
Dude, people don't know like misery until you're a full-blown junkie, dude. Straight up, man. Like his whole life.
Sounds like something Eric Clapton once said.
Yeah. Hey, Thomas.
What's up?
We need to talk about the meth problem and the opioid problem going on in Hawaii that nobody talks about.
Oh my God. I mean, talking about is one thing, but when you're around it, like you're just going to work or whatever, you just see people like tweaking out and stuff. It's like, oh my God. And there's some that I know personally, like before they got into that, they were so talented. And because of all that, it got dashed away. Like I knew this one guy, I befriended this one guy. He was such a good baseball pitcher. He almost went pro. Once he touched it though, boom, all that went out the window.
Yeah.
You're saying he threw it all away?
Oh boy, I should see that coming. Good one, snowboarder.
No, but Colin, you remember the late 90s? Well, no, the late 90s and the early 2000s. Well, just the 2000s period. All the tweakers everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Guys, it was Seattle, Oregon, Montana, and Hawaii. It was just meth everywhere, but Hawaii, they wouldn't talk about it. The news wasn't allowed to report it because they thought that it would hurt the tourism industry.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, so there was tweakers everywhere. It was insane.
I'm 2 years sober from alcohol abuse, and you guys always want to know how much I was drinking when I decided to get sober.
Get to the point this time.
It was a lot. Most of the time you hear alcoholics say, like, oh, I was drinking a fifth a day, and that's not really how I, kept track of it, if you will. I was one of those alcoholics who wasn't, falling down sloppy drunk all the time. I wanted to experience my drunk and be drunk and feel my drunk, so I didn't want to black out. So I would pace myself, and I would do about 2 shots every 2 hours. It was 99 proof vodka by the time that I quit. When I first started, I was drinking whiskey, and if you don't know what getting whiskey sick is, whiskey is a very dark liquor, and it's very hard on your stomach, and I was tired of getting whiskey sick. So I switched.
Try gin.
Now, drinking those shots of vodka every single day didn't include glasses of wine at night, beers throughout the day, cocktails when I went out to dinner, or my binge drinking nights when I went out on the weekend. I would save myself 2 shots to wake up to, and that's when I knew I had a problem, because before I was saving myself 2 shots to wake up to, I was saving myself at least a glass of wine in the bottom of the bottle, to the point I would buy 2 bottles because I knew that I would at least finish the first one. Honestly, regardless of the amount of alcohol you consume, if you are using alcohol to run away from any type of problem, to cope with any kind of traumatic event, to use it to numb your feelings, to give you a false sense of confidence, to give you a false sense of reality and a false sense of self, then you are abusing alcohol. You might not be an alcoholic until you are physically dependent on it, but you're abusing alcohol if you are mentally.
Out of all the drugs to be dependent on, and guys, I'll try and pull up a thing about women abusing alcohol, because this is all related to the original topic. Guys, drinking, the physical act of drinking that much. We see these guys drink 23, 32 beers in a row. I mean, in a day. The physical act of drinking that much, whereas other things you just kind of inject and smoke, you know what I'm saying? But drinking that much liquid, you know?
Yeah, but it's a great way to time travel.
Forward into the future, right?
Works every time. It was up until, I want to say, the late 2000s. Anything in Russia under 18% was considered a soft drink.
Damn.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, they drink pretty hard there.
All right, let's turn now to a new study out this morning that finds that an increasing amount of women are dying from alcohol-related causes. Yeah.
They can both get it. You know what I'm saying? Snowboard.
I'll take the giraffe one on the right.
Me too. Shield the club.
Yeah. He'll get a freaking grappling hook and freaking head up there and smash. You know what I'm saying?
While pandemic-era trends and behaviors are thought to be an underlying cause on this one, medical experts can't pinpoint the exact reason for the increase here. Kelsey Kernstein is here with more on this study. Kelsey, we know you dug into this.
What is she wearing? Like a leather jumpsuit?
What?
What is she wearing?
Looks like it came from a couch.
Now more than 40,000 women are drinking themselves to death every single year in the United States, and that number is increasing. And when you put it into the perspective of
Someone says maybe because alcohol is as bad as Xanax, cocaine, and heroin. Yeah. Someone says wine marketing has been successful.
Oh, yeah.
Someone says alcohol doesn't discriminate. 1 minute later, study shows that alcohol affects women more than men. Look at that, dude. Look at that.
These are more of our mothers, sisters, daughters, and grandmothers that are dying from alcohol. It is devastating, and doctors are still perplexed as to why this is happening.
More and more American women are dying from alcohol-related deaths. That's according to a new study conducted by researchers from Hofstra, Harvard, and the University of South Carolina, analyzing CDC
Hey, AJ, I gotta say something
between
real quick.
2018 and 2020.
Bro, if Asians saw this, they'd laugh.
Why? You can't just say that and not follow up, dude. Come on.
Oh,
now.
my bad. I thought you guys would know. No, they like drinking.
Oh yeah, Asians can drink, man. We used to go to this was it a Korean style karaoke place, and man, those Asians they were getting nuts, man.
Exactly.
And they say that if you work in Japan, like let's just say that like snowboard has a job in Japan, you have to like at the company you have to go out and like party. Like after work, they work hard and they play hard. So like you would go to like an event with like your coworkers, and they would just get totally shit faced, and that's like it's dishonorable to say no. So they just go out hard. They'll work from like 6 a.m. until like 7-8 p.m. and then go out and get trashed, and then come back to work the next day at 6. Crazy, man. That's what Korean. They have such good fried chicken and other like drunk foods. From crazy like cheesy kimchi fries and stuff because they have a good drinking.
Oh yeah.
So
men's mortality rates from alcohol-related deaths increased just over 12%, but women's death rates spiked to almost 15%.
Whoa!
I thought it'd been higher.
Look at that.
Researchers concluded that the
Women
data quote
outperforming
suggests
men.
that there has been a significantly higher rate of increase in deaths among female individuals in recent years.
We're seeing more women. We're seeing more women with more significant health issues. And we're seeing more alcohol use disorders across the board post-pandemic.
When it comes to health effects, alcohol does not discriminate. This new study says women tend to have a higher body fat percentage and low water weight percentage, which researchers say leads to a higher blood alcohol concentration. In other words, drinking generally affects women more than men.
If a woman and a man drink the same amount of alcohol, a woman will feel the effects more quickly. They tend to have a higher blood alcohol level, and it takes.
I thought that there was no biological differences, right? I thought that we were equal. I thought that they were outperforming us men and everything, right? You know.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
What are you saying?
I'm confused. Because in all the 50304 videos we see of these women doing roadside sobriety tests, they've only had 2 drinks.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Wimps.
Look at that, man.
So they must be serious lightweights at only 2 drinks.
Well, it's not that they're lightweight. When you're on 4 medications, that kind of like makes 1 drink like 3.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Longer to metabolize it.
Researchers unable to pinpoint an exact cause for the increase in alcohol-related deaths in women, but writing, quote, it is likely the narrowing gap in sex differences for alcohol mortality rates may be reflective of an increase in stress levels and stress-related disorders among women in recent decades and particularly in recent years.
Did she say
what the heck are they even saying? Yeah.
Guys, did she?
She did. She's a news
Did
broadcast.
she just say particularly?
Yes,
English,
she did.
motherfucker, do you speak it?
What are you?
Maybe
I thought it was just me that heard that.
She's drunk, probably.
King with the axe. What's up, dude? He says, saw this beat up today, yelling at the cops saying you can't tow my car. Look at that. She says we have resources.
Wow.
Car. She says race horses. I can't ride that.
Jeez. They don't even sound the same.
Oh, that was kind of racist.
Guys, you remember that one stupid chick? That one, whoever that rapper chick was. Hold on, do you see this?
Cardi B. Dude, did you ever see when she interviewed Weekend at Bernie's?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys must see that. It's insane. They each can't read. It's like it's just crazy.
I felt like our lost brain cells.
What do you know?
That you're a musician.
Oh yeah.
Coochie jar always make. Baby, one thing about me is everybody know I'm super with a good coochie jar. I always make a lot of money.
That's amazing.
I hate this girl.
I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
You're here.
That you're a musician.
That you're a musician.
But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something?
Hell. I still lost brain cells.
Look at that.
I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Musician.
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's
You
not
know
all
what?
I do. I
She's
make
actually
music,
right,
I act.
though. She doesn't play an instrument and stuff. She's just saying, hey, I'm just saying rap being a 304.
No.
She's actually kind of right.
Yeah, but still she still thinks that she's saying magician.
Yeah, I know.
TV star too, a young mogul.
I just really quick. I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's
she ain't lying.
No.
So you think I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Black people.
I remember this skit. My thoughts exactly.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. What an absolute thunderhead. Guys, what
my God.
on? How stupid can you be, guys? I'm telling you guys, Thanos had the right idea. Dead ass, you know?
Here.
Everyone's been kind of cooped up and are looking for ways to escape.
I do think that it has become another opportunity for escape for women. I think that things have gotten harder for women over the years.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Exactly. I got something to say in relation with this. I think they're going through this whole alcoholism stuff because they lack accountability. I think if they had accountability, then it wouldn't be that high. That's just me.
Yeah.
Tougher than ever for women, but organizations like the Gateway Foundation and others are available to offer assistance and recommendations to curb alcohol addiction. It all starts with a simple phone call.
I think that's what scares people off a little bit if they think, I'm going to call this 800 number or, get information from this website. It means that, I'm an alcoholic, but that's not the case. It's really just getting the information.
The CDC says that when women
any chick named Mercedes
anxiety
is a
disorder is up
Yeah.
25%.
Facts. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Same with Lexi.
Pandemic is shedding a light on a variety of social issues.
Dang, she's like a skeleton, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd give her a bone.
I think if I gave her a bone, she'd shatter.
Look at this, dude. Everyone's got one of these in their closet, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one's perfect,
Including alcoholism. And all new at 6, we are taking an in-depth look at the rising rates of alcohol use in women. According to a recent study, during the pandemic, women have increased the number of days they heavily drink by 41%.
Damn.
7 Eyewitness News reporter Ali Chewy is taking a look at what's driving the problem and the warning.
Thing like this, a meme poking fun at drinking during the pandemic. Not to brag, but 2020 me can drink college me under the table, or it's called quarantine coffee. It's just like normal coffee, but it has margarita in it and also no coffee. But behind the joking is a growing problem. A rise in alcohol use among women.
The trend nationally always mirrors the communities.
Brandy Vandermark Marie is senior.
Anyways, yeah, guys, this is all these boss babes, right? A lot of these boss babes and boss babe chicks. This is a result of all this boss babe stuff, right? They end up drinking, taking more Xanax, right? All this foolishness.
Adderall.
Adderall.
Adderall allows you to drink like a lot more. So by the time you start getting a buzz, you've had like triple the drinks you normally would.
Yep.
And they take them suppository style.